everyone, and today I thought I'd do a video about mental health. So many people are affected by the mental health and I don't think I've ever done a video about it before, and because it's such a big topic that should be discussed as much as possible, I thought I'll talk about it today and talk about my experience and talk about how my mental health is affected during summer. Now, I feel like a lot of people would think your mental health might be the best during summer because it's summer holidays, it's, you know, hopefully sunny, you know, you've got all this time, you can do whatever you want, you can hang out with friends, see family, you can just chill, watch Netflix, have the best summer of your life. And I always look forward to summer, like, well, half and half. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so excited for summer, you know, I can do whatever I want, I can't wait to hang out with friends. I do exactly the same thing. I have this big picture in my head of, you know, you're like, I finished your education for that year, you have summer to just relax, and it sounds amazing, and then I get to it and I'm like, oh yeah, it's not what it's like made out to be. So comparing this summer and last summer were very different. Last summer I had a job, I had a lot of holidays I was going on, I had other things in between, so I was like very busy and I loved it. I loved last summer. Last summer's probably been like the best summer I've ever had, and compared to this year where I don't have a job, I've been on 2 holidays, which is still really good, but they were like really early on, so like for a while now I've not had anything to do. So I've been like, because I've not had a job, I'm kind of like, what do I do with my time? So let's go back to how I felt when I've just finished university and I knew I had my whole summer ahead of me. You know, a lot of people are like, oh my god, yes, I can't wait to just, you know, relax, have time off, whatever. I was like, oh damn, what am I gonna do? I've noted down all my things, and I put down that I felt pressured and lost. I felt pressured because I was like, right, I have this summer, I need to make it as productive as possible, but what am I going to do to help me for my second year at uni and just help me in the industry that I want to work in, which is like, you know, the media industry. I studied TV, film, radio, if you didn't know. So I wanted to do something productive that would help me in the long run, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I didn't get any work experience because I was hoping that I'd have a job, and because I didn't get the job, you know, I didn't have any work experience. Should have got work experience now, looking back at it, but you learn from your mistakes. So yeah, I felt pressured and lost, and I remember when I came back from holiday from Turkey, that was all my plans done. Like, I didn't have anything like major left, and I was like, what am I doing? Like, I literally felt like, what am I doing in my life now? Because I knew I needed something to just keep me going, otherwise I'll just, you know, when you're just like, oh, like you just don't know why. Like, a lot of times I would wake up in the morning and I'd be like, I've got nothing to do today. And some people might think, oh, that sounds amazing, like you can just relax, but it's like, for me it's like, you can't relax for like 2 months, can you? Well, I don't know, like, I can't just relax for 2 months and just do nothing. So it did panic me. So what I did to help not feel that way is just start a few little things that might seem minor. They made a big difference. So the first thing I did was make my Instagram account, which is What Leah Wears. And when you're feeling down, whatever, you don't want to, like, you don't have any motivation to get ready for the day. So I thought, I really love fashion, I used to study fashion, and I made this Instagram account ages ago, but I only posted on it once and then I just never did it again. So I thought, you know what, this is going to motivate me to get dressed in the morning and then post, and it's just that little goal that I have where, you know, I have to get dressed to then post a picture, and I absolutely love it. Like, it's really helped me. I also just like writing the what's it called when you have, like, when you post and then you have the writing underneath. I really like doing that part because fashion can link to confidence, it can link to the environment, it can link to so much, and I love just like saying what I wore but then going off and talking about something else. I really like that. So that's the first thing. I also started the Couch to 5k after seeing Zoella do it on Instagram, and I thought, you know what, I need another goal. So I started doing that, and then I normally do it like 3 times a week. I'll go for a run. Not done mine today yet. I'm going to go in the evening instead. I normally do it in the morning as well, so I'll wake up, have my breakfast, and then go for my run. And again, it like gets you up and like you're motivated because you have something to do, and it's also good because you're getting like fitter, and like I really need to get more fit, so it's really helping in that way. And it's also releasing, what's it called, endorphins, which is really good for you mentally. So like it literally has so many benefits just for going for a run, so that like massively helped. So even though I had them 2 things going on, like little, you know, little things to get me up and get me doing stuff, I still felt at times I'd have like really good days and I'd have really bad days where you might be able to hear my dog barking. I'd still have days where I felt really unproductive, or I'd get like annoyed at myself because like the way I felt. So I don't know, I just get like annoyed, and I can feel really, really lonely because if I'm at home all day, it's only me and my mum. Like my dad both are at work, and my mum works evenings. So it can feel really, really lonely because I could go days without, if I didn't have my running, I could literally go ages without leaving the house, and it's really like, oh my god, you feel so excluded. And in my head I'm like, oh my god, everyone else is having so much fun, especially because when I'm unproductive I just go on my phone, and when you go on your phone you're on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and you're just seeing everyone else having so much fun, and you're like, why am I the only one who feels like I've got no friends, I've got no one to hang out with, I've got nothing to do, when everyone else is having so much fun. So it can feel really, really lonely, and then I get annoyed, and then I get, you know, just fed up. And then I was like, right, I do have some friends. Like, I don't have this massive bunch of friends, I have just a few. So when I do hang out with them, even if it's like I know I'm hanging out with them in a few days, I look forward to doing that. So it's like, you know, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna see them next Thursday, I can't wait to see them, that sort of thing. And then I also realised, and this was like, so when I started doing my running, I was like, I don't really want to go by myself. I was like, you know what, I get to this point where I get so fed up that I just have to go do it. So I did it with the running, and I was like, I get so fed up of being like lonely that I'm like, right, I'm just going to do it by myself. And I'm so glad I did it, because now I love, well, right, when I start running I'm like, oh, I can't be arsed, but then like when I'm doing it I'm actually like, yeah, do you really like this? So I'm so glad I did that. Another thing that I started doing was, my brother has an Odeon Limitless, and I've wanted to get one for so long, and I was like, you know what, I was on an hour, and my brother was like, I'm gonna go see Lion King tonight, and I was like, oh, I really want to go see it. And I was like, do I get a Limitless, and then I could just keep going throughout summer? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And then so I asked my dad, and my dad was like, just get it. So I did, and I started going. So I went to see Lion King, and I was like, yeah. And then I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to go see films by myself now. I don't know if, like, will I always rely on like Callum or a friend to go to the cinema? So I went to cinema again a few days later with a friend. Then I went to cinema again with my brother. And then there was one day where I was like stuck in the house all day, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go by myself. Like, my brother always goes by himself, so why can't I? I was a bit nervous because I had to drive by myself, like on the motorway to the cinema. But I was like, I've driven so many times on a motorway with someone else, I can do it myself. Like, it's such an easy route. So I did it, and I absolutely loved going to the cinema by myself. Like, you don't, like, when you're in the cinema you don't talk anyway, so why not just go by yourself? And it got me out of the house, and it just made me realise that, you know, I do have friends, but they also have lives, they work, you don't live near me, that sort of thing. So I'm gonna have a lot of time by myself, but that doesn't mean that I should stop doing things. So just do it by yourself, because like, why not? And like, just doing things by myself really helps me mentally, because I'm not feeling bored, I'm not feeling unproductive, I'm still doing things. So yeah, if you are in like a similar situation to me, I would just say, just go and do things by yourself. Like, you don't need someone there with you. Another thing that links to me going to the cinema, I went on Twitter and I saw that my friend Ben started a this film challenge he did where he has to watch 50 films before we go back to uni. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to start watching that, because in my first year of uni I realised I haven't watched a lot of films. Like, people are like, have you seen this film? I'm like, no. Have you seen that one? I'm like, no. Like, how have you not seen it? So I was like, you know what, there's so many films that I haven't watched. So I was like, this is great. I'll feel productive because it can give me inspiration for next year. It's also just a good pastime, you know, and it's like a little challenge, so it's good. I enjoy doing it. I think I'm on like 14 films now. Another thing that's really helped me out, which sort of links to me doing my running, is eating healthy, because I feel like when you eat healthy you feel so much better, and that again helps you mentally. I am trying to cut like stuff like soda out. I do still treat myself. Like, I went out the other day for food and I had 3 cherry aids, and I thought I was actually going to get addicted to it because cherry aid is just amazing. So I still treat myself, but I am more like just more conscious of what I am eating, and you know, so I eat like more fruit and vegetables, and I don't eat as much chocolate. I can't remember last time I ate chocolate actually. Woo! But yeah, and again, it's like a little goal where it's like you still got like things to focus on and to do, and it just makes me feel like, personally, it makes me feel so much better when I'm eating healthier and I am like trying to lose weight. So when, you know, I weigh myself maybe like weekly, and then when I see that I'm losing weight because of my running and my eating healthy, that makes me feel really good. Okay, so I've got 2 more things that I like doing that help me out, and they might seem really small. One is just walking the dogs. I love in the evening going to walk dogs, and I normally try and do it before Love Island, so between like 8 and 9. I normally go with like my dad or my brother, just going to walk dogs at like our local park. It's really nice because if I haven't been out all day, that's what gets me out of the house. And I mean, my dog's so adorable, so who don't want to spend time with a dog? That really helps if you have a dog, cat. If you have a dog, just go take it for a walk because it gets you out of the house, and yeah, it's great. And the last thing that I like doing is just making videos, because I mean, to be honest, I haven't made that many. I think I made like 2 or 3, but again, it's because I've been up and down, like, yeah, my emotions have been all over the place. But just making this, I feel so much better. Like today I do feel good today, and I feel better because I made this video. Just having like little goals really helps. It's weird because, so on my calendar at the moment, it actually says, what keeps me going is goals. And I thought, that is mad, because it's so true. That's what keeps me going, is just by having these little goals. And they might seem tiny, but they're so like helpful, and it literally is what keeps me going. So thank you, Muhammad Ali, for that. And the last thing that I'm going to touch on is just having a routine, because listening to Joey Kidney's podcast recently, and he mentioned having a routine really helps you mentally. And it was weird because I was doing my run at the time, and I was thinking about this video that I was gonna, like this video that I'm filming now, I was thinking about what I was gonna say, and I was like, routine is such a big thing. And then while I was running, he spoke about how routine is like really important, and I was like, well, yeah, I mean, if Joey said it, I thought it, it's gotta be true. So yeah, just having a routine. So I wake up in the morning, I have breakfast at 9:30, then I normally go for my run, depending on the weather and what day it is. Come back, I'll either have lunch or I'll have like a shower, depending on. I'm normally quite hungry by the time I get back, so I'll have a snack. You know, get ready, have lunch, and then yeah, do my outfit of the day, and then, you know, maybe go cinema or what, dog, just, you know, watch a film, something like that. So like, I've got up, I've done my exercise, I got dressed, I've done my Instagram, you know what I mean, like, and then you still got some of the day left, so it's kind of like, so even if you don't do anything else for the rest of the day, you've already done a few things that are productive and have helped you mentally. So routine, because I hate not having a routine. I realised that I don't like it. I can't wait to buy a planner for my new academic year, because I love having a routine, and I love knowing what I'm doing at a certain time. One more thing, which I haven't started doing it, but I plan on doing in the near future, is getting ready for your new year in education. You know, just planning for whatever you'll be doing next year, or especially if you're like going from, I don't know, high school to college or college to university. Just prepare a bit. That'll keep you busy, it'll be productive. So I think I just burped on camera. A reading is a good one if you're studying like English or something. Read a few books. Just get a bit ready because it's productive, keeping you busy, and it's going to help you when you start your next year. So yeah, if you are in a similar situation to me where you feel unproductive, you feel down, you feel bored, you feel lonely, then maybe some of these tips might help you. I really hope they do, because they really helped me, and I feel like my summer would be a lot different if I didn't have these things. And yeah, let me know below if you have any tips and advice. I would love to hear them, and I'll see you very, very soon. Goodbye.